Last one already then for this final series of the R32. Just get out there and win this last event. Skip gold is 40, which is quite dear, but not as dear as it has been in the past. Right, so 6 laps, Suzuka. I'm guessing it's going to be the Grand Prix this time. For those of you who've not been playing that long and you fancy a chance of winning this, I'd use the manager if you need racing dollars, and also the Natalia for fame points, because you can rack up. I mean, it's, you know, if you've quite a low level player, anything up to probably about a level maybe 100 and about 100, whatever, 100, 110, something like that, you will get some good revenue out of a race like this, 6 laps round here. It may be better than anything else that you've got currently on the game if you're like a level maybe 40 to 70, somewhere around there. And then once you do win it, you should probably retry it and do it again, and use the managers again and perhaps redo it a few times. And I'm pretty sure this, you know, definitely for the lower level players, this is going to be a really good paying race, I would think. Well, the car now seems to be quite nicely balanced again. Probably because it's the last race, rather than me getting used to it. Actually, in chase view, that sits really low, doesn't it? How long before I skid off in this view, I wonder? I've managed two turns there, which is quite good for me. Normally I'm going to chase, the very first corner I slide off. Well, I was saying on the last goal that around the Grand Prix circuit here, the M3 GT2, the Porsche 918 concept, and the Audi R8 ALMS go round this circuit in about 136, 138, somewhere around there. That actually might have been when I was a couple of upgrades short. I don't really do that race much anymore, but I used to do that race all the time, and that was the sort of lap times I used to manage. So I'd be interested to see how far slower this car is than them, because it does feel probably grippier and more stable than them. Maybe not as fast, but it feels quite similar. I'm quite proud of myself in this chase view, and I've not really messed it right up or anything. Might not be as fast as you, whoever you may be, but you can only judge by how you drive yourself, can't you? It's pointless judging, you know, comparing yourself to other people is a bit pointless, really. Right, so the others will be crossing line about now, maybe. So this is quite a bit slower. try me. I might go a bit quicker in hood view, maybe. I also may well have chopped that last corner off when I was doing the Accolade Open all the time. That is a 5-lap Suzuka race, the very last one in Accolade Open, number 22C, I think, in the Expert Series. Do you know, it's about 4 years ago since I've been playing this, and I still remember getting into Pro Series, feeling really proud of myself that I'm now obviously a pro driver at this game. I can beat anybody. I don't care who you are. Me and you in a Charger, I'll have you. Oh, I don't know. Obviously would have got my arse kicked, but that's what I think. That's what I thought at the time. That's what I thinked, Governor. Wow, caught that right out there. That was annoying. It's definitely slower anyway. But nicely balanced all the same. It's a little bit like me on the way to work, you know. Driving this side here. Radio would be on. I don't know where the cup holder is in here, but on most cars here it's just where the gear stick is there on the left, or gear shift as you might call it. Cup holders there, just on the, between the seats. It's probably the same place, no matter what side the wheel is, I would think. Do I like that dashboard? Not really very racy, is it? So I'm surprised we haven't got on the game. A manufacturer, that is. Alfa Romeo. The cockpits of some of them Alfa Romeos are lovely. They're like the GTVs and some of the others on it. They are some wonderful cockpits in an Alfa. They might break down and, you know, rust and all that everywhere, but they are a gorgeous car, Alfas. I've never actually owned one. I've wanted to own one several times, but I've always been put off because they've got such terrible you know, reputation of going rusty and breaking down and that all the time. I nearly bought a GTV once. It was a real lovely shiny gloss black with these red bucket seats, red dashboard. Because when I saw it advertised, it said on the thing red seats. I thought that'll be stupid. But when I looked inside, I thought, oh, would I like to go in there every day? But bottled out. It's one of them things that when you drive, it's you sort of you want to own an Alfa at some point. As you know, there are a few manufacturers that I've wanted to own at some point. At the moment, I've got a Jaguar. It's only an old cheap thing, but I've always wanted to own a Jag. And these are, like, you know, really cheap, but it does mean that you have owned a Jag, and it is a lovely car to drive. No two ways about it. Kind of journey on it, even though it's only a cheap Jag, and people who've got obviously things like E-types and Daimler Sovereigns and that, they don't class these as proper Jags. They go, oh, they're a Ford, but Lovely car to drive all the same. So in all this event, I've enjoyed this event. She don't like skidding much. That shows you what good balance it's got. It sort of snatches. It's probably four-wheel drive, I would imagine. I hope they do a top speed in this car, because I think this would be enjoyable in here. Some of the top speed events they do, don't really enjoy them. In fact, I used to do top speed events. I used to really look forward to them. Now, I still like them, but I haven't got that zest that I used to have for wanting to, you know, I used to look at all of the teams in the top 10 and I wanted to be the fastest. I'd normally be in the top 10 out of anybody in the world, but I used to put some proper effort into it. I just haven't got that focus or willingness, desire I suppose, to do it anymore. I still want to be, you know, a decent score at it, but I'm not doing it for hours on end. A bit like some of these time trialers do. They spend all day, every day doing the time trials. I go the first two corners and I've forgotten I'm meant to turn right and I go left. Useless. But all in all, lovely car, nice event. Enjoyed this one, really have. Some of them are a bit mundane, they've become a bit of a chore, but this particular event has been really enjoyable. And a nice prize at the end of it, rather than some of the other ones in the past that are, you know, you totally forget all about. This car, it's definitely one of them that I would take out and have a drive, which is not very often on these cars we win. Right, so if you was to have the manager there, double manager, you would have earned 90,000 racing dollars for that race, and obviously 12,000 fame. Doesn't really move much for me on that amount of fame, but if you're only level perhaps 40 or 50, that would go up quite significantly, and it'd be a good revenue buy sort of a new car or something for 90,000, I would think. Right, service that new series for that opens. Probably have a bit of a go at that tomorrow maybe. But yeah, enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of the car, obviously, on your comments and stuff. I can't imagine there'd be many people who don't like this car. I'm sure I'm not the only one who thinks it's really well balanced, and it's a really nice car to drive. And I'm sure in the series there's going to be a you'll be able to win the other liveries. A bit like the NASCARs, I think, when you have to get the tokens and stuff. Good event, very nice. And there she is, my little beauty. For those who haven't done it yet, it doesn't seem to be too bad at all. To get, there's no real dodgy ones, I don't think. So best of luck with that, and I'll see you on another one soon. Cheers.